It's not just Hurricane Harvey victims who are frustrated with the slow pace of response from FEMA.
A lot of them can't find a place to live, and a local agency trying to help them is tied up in red tape. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. The Coastal Bend Council of Governments. You may not know much about that nonprofit, but it does play an important role in hurricane recovery.
Now, that's because the Council of Governments is the local agency that's in charge of finding housing for storm victims. But as we reported last week, it hasn't received the federal funds needed to get that operation going. Our Ashley Portillo joins us live from Port Aransas tonight with an update on that. Ashley.
Well, Lee, federal dollars are supposed to flow from FEMA to the General Land Office and from there to the Coastal Bend Council of Governments, but no money is trickling in because FEMA and the GLO can't agree on a contract. Housing. It's been a big concern ever since Harvey hit, and the Coastal Bend Council of Governments is positioned to help storm victims in need of housing assistance. But so far, they haven't gotten the green light.
We currently do not have a contract. We currently do not have a work process. We do not have any money to hire anybody yet. And we don't know how many people we'll be servicing, but we're ready.
The money the Council of Governments is waiting on comes from the GLO. But they say the money is on hold because of contract negotiations that haven't been resolved between the GLO and FEMA. FEMA controls those funds for now. But meanwhile, people like Port Aransas resident Haiti Paulson continue to wait. She's been living in a tent for over 2 months. Before Harvey hit, there was a physical home here, but now it's the campsite for Paulson, who has called this tent her home ever since.
It was terrible those days.
Now she's just waiting to get moved into a more permanent home. And although she's keeping a positive outlook on the experience, she is just one of many who are waiting for assistance so they can get a roof over their head.
It's been interesting, and there's tears, there's, your frustration, and then there's leave it alone and help your neighbor get through it.
Now, a spokesman for the Coastal Bend Council of Governments tells us that they hope that contract issue between FEMA and the GLO will be resolved within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Reporting live in Port Aransas, Chris 6 News, Ashley Portillo.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Meanwhile,